Okay, I hope my mic is on and y'all can hear me. I can't really tell. Hello, loves. Welcome. Okay, I'm gonna get in position. Okay. Hello, loves. Welcome to this preview to Goddess Flexibility, Sensual Flexibility. So, pretty much in this little preview, I have two cameras going. I just want to let you know. I have Instagram over here. I hope y'all can hear me okay. And I have YouTube over here. I hope you guys can hear me with the mic. I hope it's like turned on and everything. Is it turned on? It is. Okay. So, with that being said, this is the preview to Goddess Sensual Flexibility. So, I'm going to break down all of the things that we are going to do in this workshop, okay? So, all the materials that you will need for this workshop, which is February 22nd, you will need a yoga mat. Why do I hear a back? Sorry, y'all. I have a echo. Okay. So going back to what I was saying, so in this workshop, what you're going to need, you're going to need a yoga mat. You are going to need a yoga mat. You are going to need some weights. They don't have to be that heavy. It can be 5 pounds or 2 pounds, but we're going to use some weights for this workshop. And you're going to need a journal and a pen. And you are also going to need some water for this workshop. Definitely bring your water bottle. So, for this workshop, we are going to do, I'm going to break down the itinerary of everything that we're going to do. When we start with this workshop and all my workshops, we always start off with journaling. The reason that we start off with journaling is because we want to very much acknowledge the feelings that are going on within ourselves, whether that's negative, whether that's positive, we want to address it. But specifically for goddess sensuality flexibility, we are going to be addressing a lot of the conditioning and things that we learned about our bodies, and we're going to unlearn them. So we will be doing journaling prompts. For that, I will provide in the actual workshop February 22nd. So so we're gonna need that. And we're gonna go through the beginning of the journaling session where we're kind of gonna talk about like the negative things. And then we're gonna bring in the positive things after we release the negative things, okay? Because we need to address what's been stagnant in our body in order to release it. So after we do our journaling process, we're now going to get into EFT tapping. And if you've never heard what EFT tapping is, it's pretty much a way to regulate your nervous system. So I've been doing this for a while. I stopped a few years ago, but I'm starting to do it again. And it's a great way to really, like I said, regulate our nervous system. So, in the best way to put it, when it comes to EFT tapping, if you're in a stuffy room and you open up a window, you release the negative energy out. So when we start with EFT tapping, we're going to address the negative things first, allow ourselves to accept them, and then we release it with positivity. So I'm going to show you two styles of EFT tapping. So one of the styles, you are going to use one of your hands, whether it's this one or this one, and we're going to do the karate chop method. So pretty much you're going to be tapping on this part of your hand. So here we're going to tap here, just like that. And what we're going to do as we are tapping, we're going to address all the negative things first, and then we're going to bring in the positive things. So this is just one style of EFT tapping. The second style I'm going to do in the actual workshop on February 22nd. It's an hour-long workshop. So after we do this in the workshop, the long one is we tap at the top, we tap here, we tap here, we tap here, we tap on our upper lip, we tap on the chin. We're going to tap on our chest. We're going to tap on the side, and then we're going to tap here. And then that's the end of it right here. So, like I said, that's two different styles. So I'm going to give you a little preview on what it actually is going to feel like. We're going to do the karate chop method so you guys have a good idea what it's going to feel like and the things that we're going to say. So we're going to start here. You're going to close your eyes. And as you're tapping at the bottom of your hand, we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to release. And we're going to say, I know as of currently, I may not feel all that great. As of currently, I don't really love this moment in time. I feel really negative internally. My thoughts are not the best. But I do know it is not true. I know I am worthy. I know I am worthy of everything that I desire. I am full of abundance. And I deserve everything that I care for and I love. And so it is so. And then after, we're going to take a deep breath in and then we're going to release. So that is the first type of EFT tapping. I wanted to give you a little preview. Like I said, we're going to talk about the negative and then bring in the positive. So that's a little preview. So now when it comes to the actual flexibility workshop, working on the body and all that and more, I'm going to give you a preview on what that's going to look like. I'm not going to go into too much just because I am on YouTube and Instagram and I don't want to get flagged. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn and I'm going to get into a lunge, okay? So when I get into a lunge, when it comes to sensuality, you are going to feel on yourself. Now, every single time when I do these stretches and flexibility, I'm always going to feel on myself, okay? In this position, feeling on my body, and we're going to take deep breaths with that. And I'm going to come back. We're going to stretch this leg forward and I'm going to come down. And as I come down, I'm going to feel on my leg and feel on the back of my leg. And that is just a little preview on what. So again, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to feel on myself and feel on my body. I'm going to come back, feel on the back of my leg and feel on my body. Also, it is a great way to feel where you kind of feel the tense areas and really stretch into that a little bit more. That's why I love doing sensual flexibility. So I'm going to get into this position here and we're going to get into a seat position here. Okay. So again, I'm not going to do too much, but I'm going to feel on my body, feel on my legs, feel on my thighs, feel on my body. And of course, in the workshop, we are going to go a lot deeper into it. But again, I want to keep it PG because for the actual workshop, it is going to be a private session. So we're really going to dive in when it comes to feeling on our body and really getting in connected with ourselves, especially, if we've been working a lot, we've been stressed out about things. This is a place and a time to really, really let go and really tap in with self, okay? So then I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to get down on all fours. So I'm going to push the hips into the floor and I'm going to rock my hips just a bit. And then I'm going to come up and stretch, okay? I'm not going to get too deep into it. But with that all being said, this is pretty much what the the workshop is going to be on February 22nd. If you are interested in joining that session, that hour-long session, the tickets are in the link in my bio, or it will be in the link in description or in the comment section on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, it is going to be in the link in my bio or my page if you want to join in. Now, I want to sit here and say if anybody is a stripper, sex worker, let me know, DM me, and I will give you a specific discount code. Okay. So, with that being said, I hope to see you lovely goddesses there. I hope this was helpful to give you a little preview on what we're going to be doing in the workshop. But with that being said, I hope to see you February 22nd. Bye, my loves.